actually just about ready to get started. You want to speaker, okay? Do you want to okay, this way if you want to talk. Okay. Absolutely.
Thank you for coming. Would you all please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And would you all please remain standing for a moment of silence for two Dvsd students who passed away since we last met. Cameron Byrne was a 14-year-old student at the Dingman, Delaware Middle School. He fought a brave battle with cancer for over a year, but sadly passed away on the 6th of December. And today we received news that William Hicks, a 17-year-old student here at Delaware Valley High School, passed away today. Billy, as he was known, also fought a year-long battle with cancer. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the Cameron and Billy's families on these sad and difficult times. Thank you. Please be seated. Julie, may I have a roll call?
Christine Agron.
Here.
Dawn Bouquet.
Here.
Brian Carso.
Here.
Jessica Decker.
Here.
Jack Fisher.
Here.
Corey Homer.
Here.
Pam Lutby.
Here.
Felicia Sheehan.
Here.
And Derek Smith.
Here. Thank you. Delaware Valley School District, in partnership with our community, stands committed to maximizing student potential, fostering lifelong learning, and promoting responsible citizenship. For the public watching the meeting via YouTube, if you have any questions and comments, please direct them to schoolboard@dvsd.org. I would like to announce that we did have multiple executive sessions were held on December 1st and December 5th to discuss personnel. At this point, we will go to our student representatives right at the front of the agenda, and you can give us your reports.
Student Council hosted their annual Thanksgiving food drive. In total, the high school collected 1,500 cans, which were donated to food shelters within our community. These wonderful contributions aided families in need this holiday season. Breakfasts were also awarded to Miss Lourdes and Miss Pasquale's homerooms.
The winter sports season is underway. Our boys basketball team is starting off this season with an undefeated record of 4-0. Boys wrestling just won the Lackawanna League tournament. And the boys and girls swim team just celebrated their home opener by defeating Valley View last night.
DV FBLA hosted a holiday bingo that had a great turnout. FBLA raised over $1,000 to host a Helping Hands Night, which high school students did activities with the elementary school students. Their parents got a chance to go holiday shopping to buy presents for them.
The senior class partnered with local business Gem Printing for senior merchandise, including yard signs, sweatshirts, and t-shirts. We are excited to have this opportunity.
Our DVHS mock trial team earned second place at the Monroe County Bar Association 2022 Invitational.
We are excited for the annual College Roundtable to happen this year. It is being held on Thursday during periods 3 and 4 in the auditorium.
Our CTE early childhood students were recognized for their helping during an emergency at one of the local centers. They helped evacuated almost 50 children to safety.
This week kicked off the Holiday Spirit Week in the high school. The Holiday Spirit Week is a new contribution to increase students' participation and engagement in the high school. These Spirit Days include Monday being Holidays Colors, Tuesday as Polar Express Day, Wednesday as Ugly Sweater Day, and Thursday as Holiday Movie Characters. So far, participation has been pretty high, and hopefully the high school finishes off this week strong. Whichever class has the most participation by the end of this week will get free tickets to the January 6th basketball game. Thank you.
Thank
They
you,
are so
ladies.
good at that.
It's like a professional news announcement there. Very good. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
If you'd like to leave, we understand that, so feel free at your leisure to do such. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion on the agenda? We will be having an executive session, but it will be coming after public comment. Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval of the minute? No, I think we'll go right to public comment now. So as we get into public comment, I just wanted to let everyone know we do have some criteria for our public comment. It is 5 minutes, as you know. We would ask that you only address items that are on the agenda for tonight, and that if you have any questions, you'll put them in writing and send them to the same email address I mentioned earlier. But this is not a question and answer time. It is just a time for public comment. So at this point, is there any public comments? There was somebody who stood up in back of you. Were you standing? Okay, fine. Yes, ma'am. Your name for the record, please.
My name is Patty Coombs, and I just wanted to provide a reminder to you, especially Doug Fisher, and to the entire school board, that you are required to adhere to the Sunshine Act. This means that any public meeting, the public can attend, participate, and comment before you take any official action. This did not occur at the last meeting, and that is in direct violation of the Sunshine Act and is the reason why it was created. I have copies of the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act explained here for everybody. If anybody wants a copy. Perhaps it is to refresh your memories, or perhaps it is to enlighten you that such a law actually exists. This is especially important and relevant since the entire board sat like bumps on a log at the last meeting, as you usually do, and did not, and as did the solicitor. Well, you disallowed public comment, which is totally against the Sunshine Act. The solicitor has a legal obligation to provide proper legal advice when the law is being misinterpreted or disregarded. I believe the contract the school has with the solicitor should be reevaluated, as this has not been happening and our tax dollars are being wasted and potentially can end the school board up in litigation. This could be avoided if the solicitor provided proper legal advice and counsel. Erroneous litigation in the end will cost the taxpayers. Please take a moment to read the Sunshine Act and understand it. We have it for a reason. Would you like copies of it?
Thank you for your comments.
Anybody?
Anybody else with public comment?
I have a public comment.
Yes, sir.
Matthew Contreras. So, on the Sunshine Act, since we're talking about it, this board illegally denied the public comment during the reorganization meeting 2 weeks ago. Section 710.1C of the Sunshine Act permits anyone attending a public meeting to object to a perceived violation at any time during the meeting, at any time during the meeting. The Sunshine Act gives the public the right to comment on issues that are or may be before the board, which means that it doesn't say that you have to comment on what's on the agenda, that are or may be before the board. That is items that may be on the agenda tonight, have been on the agenda before, may be on the agenda in the future. Agencies must provide a reasonable opportunity for residents or taxpayers to comment on an issue before a decision takes place, which would be a decision to make, to vote on a board president and vice president, which you did not allow the public to do. And nor did your solicitor, by the way, say anything. There are also attorneys on this board too. And I would suggest that you guys should speak with your solicitor and make a different determination, because you're in violation of the Sunshine Act. And there are repercussions for that. That could cost not only the board personally, but also the taxpayers of this district. Another issue that I'd like to mention also is you continuously go into executive session with personnel issues and stuff. This is a direct quote from the Sunshine Act. Until the courts weigh in further, Senate Bill 555 combined with existing Sunshine Act related case law provides some initial perspective and guidance. What is often referred to as the Reading Eagle case, cited below, addresses the specificity of an agenda used by the agency when announcing the reasons for entering into executive sessions. Perhaps the best reference is the words of the Commonwealth Court, which in its ruling cited language from similar decision from the Supreme Court of Mississippi, highlighting added, the reason given, of course, must be meaningful. It must be more than some generalized term which in reality tells the public nothing. To simply say, quote, personal matters or, quote, litigation tells nothing. The reason stated must be of sufficient specificity to inform those present, that's the public, that there is, in reality, a specific discrete matter or area which the board had determined should be discussed in executive session. When a board chairman, that'd be you, Jack, tells a citizen he may not hear the board discussion certain business, he is taking liberties with the rights of that citizen, and the reason given for this interference must be genuine and meaningful, and one that the citizen can understand. To permit generalized fluff would frustrate the very purpose of the act. And the case law is here, that's a direct quote from the act itself. I just don't understand why we can't come to a reasonable discussion about our First Amendment privileges as United States citizens, as citizens of the Commonwealth. The public has a right to speak, and this board should not be denying the right to speak. And, you know, I understand you're gonna be promoting Mr. Blum here as the new superintendent. And
Quiet, please.
I wonder why that this board chose to not have the Human Resources Department do the search. This board, the current Human Resources Director, Mr. Lordy, is making $136,000 a year, and the HR department couldn't do a simple search for a superintendent. You also hired 2 interim superintendents that are making, from the time they've been hired to now, somewhere between $50,000 and $60,000. That's in addition to the $15,000 that this board has given the Pennsylvania School Board Association to run a search that produced an internal person, Mr. Blum, as the new superintendent.
Time, Jack.
Excuse me?
I'll let you know when he's done. Thank you.
Thank you. How much time do I have?
25 seconds.
I would urge this board not to approve this man as the new superintendent. He's done nothing to bring this community together. Go ahead.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Over here first, and then you, ma'am.
My name is Frank Feely. I live in Milford Borough. I'm very supportive of Dr. Blum's confirmation. He has proven that he cares about all the students in this district. His Title IX presentation made that really clear. I'm very supportive of his position. Thank you.
Thank you. Ma'am?
Kathy Siegel, Virginia Township. I would just like to thank this board for their hard work and dedication to our community. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other hands? Seeing none, we will need to have an executive session to discuss. What's that? I don't have that in my head. We'll need to have an executive session to discuss student issues, real estate, personnel, and potential litigation. May I have a motion to go into executive session, please?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We will adjourn into this room.
Oh, God, it's chilly.
Plenty of room for, thank you.
Our students,
No.
you guys are dedicated. If you're around, I'll chat with you. But if not, tomorrow.
I don't want them to get late.
Maybe we should. Famous last words.
I have a motion to move back into regular session.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting held November 17, 2022, and the organization meeting held on December 1st, 2022. Motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. You have in front of you your administrative reports and attendance reports. Are there any comments from the board on those? Are there any comments on the financial reports? And the superintendent's report. Dr. Brennan.
Thank you. Due to the time, I'm gonna keep this brief. You have the administrative reports, and suffice it to say that there are wonderful things happening. These are very busy months, starting in November with Thanksgiving and headed into the Christmas holidays. Unfortunately, due to the snow, we had some cancellations of some of those events that had to be rescheduled, and sadly, I had to miss a couple of those due to the snow. But the staff is doing excellent work, as are the students, and I think you should be very, very proud of all the work that they are doing. I'll have some other comments at the end of the meeting, but other than that, that's my report.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Brennan.
you.
May I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion on the treasurer's report? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion to accept the bills for payment, which include the general fund, the cafeteria fund, and the 2021B capital projects fund?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions on the bills? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the personnel items, including resignations, appointments, child-rearing leaves, change of status, change of salary, with retirements accepted with regret. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval to appoint Dr. Brian Blum as superintendent starting on the 23rd of December, 2022, subject to a finalized contract?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions for Dr. Blum or myself regarding the contract? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
May I have a roll call, please, Julie?
Sure.
Sorry, I'm supposed to get a roll call.
Christine Agron,
Yes.
Dawn Bouquet,
Yes.
Brian Carso,
My pleasure to vote yes.
Jessica Decker,
Yes.
Jack Fisher,
Yes.
Corey Homer,
Yes.
Pam Lutfi,
Yes.
Felicia Sheehan,
Yes.
and Derek Smith.
Yes.
It's unanimous. Dr.
Congratulations, Dr. Blum. If you do have any comments, we'll wait until later. If you have any comments later, we'll wait until the end when we all make comments. And if you'd like, you can do something then. May I have a motion for the approval of additional volunteers per the attachment?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval of the additional Delaware Valley Adult and Community Education courses and instructors for the spring of 2023? Motion, please.
Motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Any questions?
I did actually have a question.
Sure.
I didn't see the attachment.
Oh, it's in here.
And I always like to just see if there was anything new, and I just didn't see it, that's all. And I meant to ask about it earlier, then now.
Julie, can you,
Yeah,
make sure.
It's not on there.
It's not on there.
Oh, okay.
No.
Let's get the attachment. And we'll-
Sorry, I meant to message sooner, I just,
We'll get the attachment, and we'll hand it out by paper before we leave tonight, and we'll take the vote after that. Thank you. So we'll hold off on that one. May I have a motion for the acknowledgement of the completion of induction process for Michael Bell?
So moved.
second.
Any comments? Congratulations to Michael Bell. It's a big step forward in the life of a teacher. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Michael. May I have a motion for the approval to extend and renew the listing agreement number 20-2188 with Chant Realtors from January 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2023 for the front portion of the Biondo property located at Route 6 and 209. Motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have a motion for the approval to extend and renew the listing agreement with Keller Williams Real Estate from February 28th, 2023 to June 30th, 2023 for the property known as Tax ID 135.00-01-10.001. And that's a mouthful. Located in Dingman Township.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval of the resolution pertaining to the 2023-2024 general fund budget of the Delaware Valley School District as per Act 1 of the Special Session 2006 entitled the Taxpayer Relief Act per the attachment. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Bill, would you like to say anything on that?
Just, it's a typical process. We either do it in December or January every year. This means that we can go through our normal budget process, whereby if you say you're not going to go over the index, that you can have the budget approved in May and then 30 days on public display and approved in June, as we typically would do.
And
the index is 5.5.
The index is
Percent
5.5.
this year.
Yes.
So we're telling the public we're not exceeding 5.5 this year. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have a motion for the approval of the bid of the Dingman, Delaware Primary School cooling tower replacement per the attached. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Bill, would you like to address the cooling tower?
Yeah, this has been a project that's been on the list that was approved, and we went out to bid. There's quite a bit of lead time on that, so we wanted to get out early. A lot of times we do these bids in the spring, but because of the lead time, we wanted to get this bid out soon. We had 3 bidders. I thought pretty competitive, where, you know, 375 and then 352 was the winning bid, so I think it's a good bid. The company might be new to Dvsd, but our architect has worked with them before on, I believe, a PennDOT building over in Lackawanna County. So they come with good credibility as per our architect.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have a motion for the approval of the following change order miscellaneous 2022 renovations project, Everon Electrical Contractors, Inc., Electrical Eco 1001 for $3,764 to provide and install a simplex smoke detector in the ductwork for the new high-vac rooftop unit located at the high school boiler that was not in the original design but is recommended by the manufacturer for safety reasons. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval of the contract between Marina Bereza, registered nurse, and the Delaware Valley School District. Marina B. Bereza will provide registered nursing services to administer medication for Delaware Valley School District students while attending community-based instruction, field trips, and/or after-school activities at the rate of $30 per hour as needed. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
That's pretty comprehensive. All those in favor say
Yeah.
aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval of Olivia O'Grady to work with Gary Cotronillo to complete her Spanish internship for Shenandoah University from or about March 12th through on or about March 18th. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have a motion for the approval for the expulsion of student 2022-2023-100-12516 for 45 school days. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
There is no discussion as this is a student issue. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval for the expulsion of student 22-23-400-369 for 45 school days. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
There is no discussion as this is a student issue. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval for the expulsion of student 2022-2023-100-10915 for 90 school days. Motion, please.
Motion. Second.
There is no discussion as this is a student issue. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval for the expulsion of student 2022-2023-100-10592 for 45 school days. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
There is no discussion that this is a student issue. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval for the expulsion of student 2022-2023-100-10471 for the remainder of the 2022-2023 school year. Motion, please.
Motion. Second.
There is no discussion as this is a student issue. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion for the approval of the board policies listed 1 through 21 in your handout? Would you like me to read each policy, or you're okay with just, okay, so there's,
So moved.
Second.
thank you. Any discussion on the policies that are being approved at this time?
Yeah, I just want to say, 621, I had a question on that for Payers Bill of Rights. But after looking at it, and Bill pointed out to me, it's specific to non-real estate taxes, such as an EIT, which we do not have. So therefore, we don't have a taxpayer bill of rights because we don't need one, but if we were to implement an EIT or something other than a real estate tax, it would be necessary. So I just, for the purpose of closing that circle, we have the answer.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Bill, for that explanation. We appreciate that. Any other questions on the 21 separate items?
I do. Number 21, 913, the non-school organizations, groups, individuals. Dr. Blom, is that the one pertaining to dissemination of information or?
Different policies.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We're now going back to the instructors list. We have a first and a second registered. There's your instructors. I apologize that this was not in your handouts. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Some good stuff on there.
Yeah, there's some really good stuff.
Let's see. Announcements. January 12th, 2023, there'll be a work session, 6:30 p.m., right here at the DV offices. January 17th, there'll be a work session for the presentation of the 2021-2022 audit. We all wait for that every year.
No, just you do.
It's very exciting.
That's
And then
at 8 o'clock in the morning.
at 8 a.m. in the morning, if you'd like to be there, it's always a good time. I'll bring donuts. January 19th, 2023, regular board meeting, 6:30 p.m., right here at the DV offices. With that, are there any closing comments from the board? Let's let you go last.
Okay.
Okay? I would just like to say that Dr. Baum, we are very excited to have you on board. You'll be taking over in just 2 short days. We look forward to the things that will come, to your vision, to your knowledge of the district. So welcome aboard. You're part of the team of 10 now, and certainly you'll be hearing a lot from me as we go forward, and my vice president this year. So congratulations on that. And then secondly, I would just like to say for the public, all of our decisions are made in total legal methods. Nothing that we do is illegal. Nothing is done that is not transparent. We follow all the rules as we have for years here at the Delaware Valley School District. So I just want to congratulate the board on being able to say unanimously that we all do our best to follow every rule, and we think we have one of the best school solicitors in the state. So thank you, Ashley, for that. Any other comments before we go to Dr. Brennan? Okay, Dr. Brennan.
Well, the first thing I'd like to do is acknowledge the fact that we have a team of staff and administrators here in support of Dr. Baum as our new superintendent, and I think that goes a long way to saying what a wonderful choice the board has made, and what a wonderful thing to see you all here and coming out to support your new superintendent. So thank you. I hope the board will indulge me. I have a letter that I'd like to read into the record. You don't have to take notes, Julie. I will give it to you when we're done. But I wrote my comments down because I was afraid I'd forget something. So if you will indulge me for a few minutes. As you know, tonight is my last board meeting. October seems as if it were an eye blink ago. In the short space of time that I've served as your acting superintendent, I have come to feel a very fond connection to Delaware Valley School District and its people. But I knew I had connected when I came to think of the district and those I work with as we, as if I had worked here much, much longer than just a few short months. My time here allowed me to do something I think my experience and retirement work ethic fit into well, and that is to do my very best to assist a district in bridging the gap between previous and new leadership. As the executive director of Colonial IU20, I worked with Delaware Valley and its leadership team often throughout the years. I worked with Dr. Bell, and prior to Dr. Bell, with Candace Finan before him. However, I had not worked as closely with the staff at Delaware Valley as I got to do over the last few months. As I believed, the cabinet team, principals, and others are also great leaders, many with the district for long tenures, who are devoted to their work, kids, and the community. It has been my honor to work with all of them. At a time when leadership is shifting, an acting superintendent can bring a sense of steadiness and focus to the many happenings in the district. I hope I have fulfilled that duty for everyone, and have been a positive presence in bridging the gap between the previous leader and the new. Tonight, you as a board have appointed, and Dr. Baum has accepted, being your new superintendent. For any school administrator, serving as superintendent is the height of a career, one that brings challenges, but also great rewards. Even though I know Dr. Baum for a short time, I have no doubt that he is embarking on a path that will be most successful for him personally and for the district. Congratulations, Brian. Great days are ahead of you. I'd also like to take a moment to thank some important people. Bill Hessling. No superintendent, permanent or acting, is ever successful without a fabulous business manager. I think and I hope I've been successful. So Bill, that means you are a fabulous business manager. All my thanks to the leadership team. Chris Lordy, Marvin Eversteik, I don't know if he's here, but he's been my buddy on speed dial for the weather. Cheryl Nielsen, Diana Bixby, Jason Pope, and of course, Brian and Vicky as well. Again, no one does this job alone, and Brian is fortunate to have all of you on his leadership team. Thank you as well to the other administrators, secretaries, school police officers, bus drivers, and all the other district staff who made me feel so welcome and whom I got to know. The students of Delaware Valley, you are simply amazing. One of the highlights of being here was seeing the events for Veterans Day, Grandparents' Day, the plays and music, along with Honor Society inductions and other events. Students, you are the heart of the Delaware Valley School District. To the staff at the administration building, you made every day a joy when I came to work. I'm so fortunate to have gotten to know you all. And I want to especially thank Julie for keeping me on the right track and moving in the right direction over the last several months. You've been a delight to work with. All of my thanks to all of you on the school board who took a leap of faith in bringing me on board as your acting superintendent. You have supported me always, and it has been a pleasure working with and for you. Finally, to the Delaware Valley community, how lucky you are to have these people serving you and the children in the Delaware Valley School District. Board members, administrators, all the staff are committed to the district and all of the people they serve, but especially to students. These committed people have served for many years, are solid in their professional skills, and soft when it comes to their hearts. Often we do not know what we have and how lucky we are. It takes someone from outside our sphere to remind us that through all the challenges the world brings, we can meet those challenges when we have competent, committed, and caring people. I'm here as one of those normally outside the Delaware Valley sphere to remind you that you have one of the most competent, committed, and caring boards and staff that I've ever had the great fortune to work with. It has been my pleasure working for and with all of you, and I'm very sad to be leaving so soon. I take with me many new and valued friends and what I hope will be lifelong connections. Delaware Valley has been extraordinary. It will always be a highlight of my career. Best wishes, Superintendent Blount, and to all of you, have a most excellent holiday season. Thank you all.
As we're standing, may I have a motion to adjourn? I didn't get an acknowledgement. I said to you out. So, Brian, did I leave you out?
Did you want to say that?
I am just fine, thank you.
That's what I thought.